If you guys have an old coin collection, you want to look for these different types of things on your Buffalo nickels or your Indian head pennies that can give them some extra value. So this first coin here is an 1862 Indian head cent. Now this penny here has been struck through grease, so you can kind of see that as it's faded out there on the obverse of the coin. This coin ended up selling for over $150. Here's another mint error on an Indian head penny. This is from 1901, and you can see around the rim of the coin that it has been broad struck. So again, that's a mint error here. It's not in the best condition, but it is graded and authenticated by NGC, and the coin ended up selling for over $60 at auction. Here's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite types of errors you can look for on any coin, and it's very noticeable. Of course, you don't need a microscope to see something like this. You could see the design of the coin twice, right? And that's because the coin has been double struck. Now again, not in the best condition, but it's a super rare error, especially on an Indian head penny like this from 1906. Now this coin is graded and authenticated by PCGS, and this penny ended up selling for over $575. But let's move on to some Buffalo nickels. This first nickel here is from 1920. Now we've seen that double strike on the Indian head cent. That was very noticeable. This is a double struck Buffalo nickel from 1920, but it's not as noticeable. You actually have to pay really close attention and inspect this one very closely in order to see the mint error. So this coin has been double struck, it's rotated in collar, and the coin ended up selling for over $550. Graded by NGC there. Let's move on to another 1920 Buffalo nickel. You'll see as we flip the coin over to the reverse, there is a large die break here at the bottom of the coin on the rim. So you see that extra metal there? That is awesome, man. You can actually look for these on modern coins, on pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and so on. But to have it on a Buffalo nickel over the words 5 cents, I mean, that's pretty unique right there. This coin ended up selling for $81 at auction. And you know, it doesn't have a grade, it's just graded at good details by NGC. So some damage here to the coin, but it is an awesome find. If you ever purchase coin collections or inherit a coin collection, don't sell the coins unless you're searching for these errors first, because you don't want to sell something that has a mint error and it's worth a lot more than what you're selling it for. All right, time out guys, check this out. This is an old vintage roll of Buffalo nickels. 40 nickels, $2 face value. One of the reasons that I love Buffalo nickels is because of their awesome design. I bet you never knew that the Native American on the front, the obverse of the Buffalo nickel, was actually believed to be a composite of 3 different tribal leaders: Chief Iron Tail, Chief Two Moons, and Chief John Big. Pretty cool, right? And of course, you know, the reverse of the Buffalo nickel has a buffalo, hence the name Buffalo nickel, right? But these rolls are awesome, guys. I'm actually going to get me some from Coins TV here. If you guys want to get you some, search through them, see what you can find, see what kind of dates you guys get, fill up your Buffalo nickel books like I do. If you want one, get it in the comments below or in the description of this video. I'll see you guys in the upcoming video where we're going to be searching some of these old rolls of Buffalo nickels. But let's move on to a 1920 wheat penny here. The coin has been cleaned, unfortunately, so that will take a lot of value away from the coin, so do not clean your coins. But this penny does have a mint error. It was struck through a fragment, which you can see here on the obverse of the penny. Now this coin ended up selling for around $160 at auction, graded by NGC. So nice strike through. I mean, very noticeable, but it's a very cool mint error as well. Here's another Buffalo nickel from the year 1920, and you'll see that this coin has a couple different things going on. First, you can see that it was struck off center. That's very noticeable. But here on the reverse, you'll also see that it has a die break, which is also referred to as a cud, which is what we looked at on the other Buffalo nickel at the bottom of the nickel. Now this one, not as large of a die break or a cud as the other nickel. You know, they can be very small, they can take up a large portion of the coin, but in this case, pretty small one, but it was struck off center, so the coin ended up selling for over $450. Here's an old Mercury dime from 1924. Of course, these are 90% silver, so they're always worth more than 10 cents, but it was actually struck onto a retained split planchet. So graded by NGC at an AU58, this mercury dime sold for over $800 at auction. Can you believe that? $800 for 10 cents. Unbelievable. Now here's a 1930 Buffalo nickel. This is the S mint mark. So if you're not familiar with where the mint mark is on your Buffalo nickels, it will be on the reverse underneath the words 5 cents. You'll see that S mint mark there. Now this does have a clip error. So you can see that there on the left side of the coin. It is graded by NGC, not a super rare error, but the coin ended up selling for 84 bucks. Not too bad for a Buffalo nickel from 1930. Here is a lamination error. Again, this is a type of error that you can look for on all kinds of different coins, not just Buffalo nickels. This is a 1936 nickel, and it has that lamination on the obverse of the coin. Now it's in very bad condition, you know, it's graded at a 12. A 70 is the best grade you can get on the coin grading scale. This is at a 12. So it's graded by Annex. The coin still sold for around $130 at auction, even in this condition. Very nice lamination there. Now here's a coin that sold for $288, and it's in excellent condition for a 1938 Buffalo nickel. It's graded at a mid-state 66. Like I say, a 70 is the best you can get. This is at a 66, so good for a coin from 1938 to have this grade. And 2, it does have a mint error. It has been struck through here on the reverse, which you can see going through the Buffalo's leg there. So always look for strike throughs. There's all kinds of different strike throughs that could take place on coins, even on, you know, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and so on, not just Buffalo nickels. This coin, like I say, $288. So always pay attention to your old coins as well as your modern coins, because you never know what you may find. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.